Welcome to the Day Tradester. On this channel, I show you my daily trades, so if you decide that you'd like to copy them, you are able to do so. I show my trades to make it easier for beginners to learn how to invest into the stock markets. And the faster you learn how to invest your money, then the more money you will make. And if you're like everybody else who's looking at videos on the internet to learn how to invest your money, you're investing because you want money. And you want to secure your future for yourself and your family. Before I start selling the stocks, if you could please like, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified, that'd be awesome. That'll help get our video out in front of more people. So today we finally see a turn in the market. Most of the stocks that we have had been going up for several weeks. So when it was time to sell, we didn't really have that many stocks to sell, but because it's turned, we have 32 stocks to sell today. When you're trying to trade stocks every day, you're trying to take profits as often as you can. And that's what some people are doing. So we're going to join them and we're going to sell all the stocks that had reached our triggers. If you're new to trading, you might see some big swings with some of the stocks that we have, because the next couple weeks is earnings weeks. Each quarter of the year, which is there's 4 quarters, publicly traded companies, they have to release their quarterly earnings reports, which are reports that are informing the stockholder what the revenues were, what their projected earnings per share for dividends is going to be. And most companies give a forecast for the remainder of the year, and some even extend into the following year. So if the reports are good, typically stocks might go up substantially. And on the obverse, if they're not as good or to the expectation of market analysts, then the stock can drop substantially. So you might see some big swings. We had 6 stocks: 3M, Raytheon Technology, Lockheed Martin, Philip Morris, Sherwin-Williams, and Moody's. You'll see that with some companies like Raytheon and Lockheed Martin, they had great earnings reports, but some people are taking profits, so the share price is going down substantially. But that'll last for a couple days, and then it'll turn around and start to go right back up. Now, I'm not selling any of these stocks, even though the price has dropped. The price has dropped below our purchase price, and in a lot of cases, I just typically hold on to the stock, since the stocks in my particular strategy that I work from are long-term stocks. I just try to trade as frequently as possible to capture gains from the daily or weekly swings from these stocks. And I also am keeping them because even though they're going down due to undesirable earnings, I believe that the stocks won't stay down very long. We're in a bull market, so I expect them to turn around in days, maybe even a week or two, but I do expect them to turn around pretty quickly. And we'll recapture everything that, I don't want to say lost, the value of the stock has gone down, and eventually we'll recapture that when the value of the stock goes back up. If you're new to the markets and you want to get an idea of the excitement around earnings season, you can tune in to CNBC, either television or radio. There are 2 times that most companies report their earnings, and that's most of them are either in the morning before the market opens, or they're either going to be the afternoon after the market closes. Some companies, few, will report during the day, and even fewer, some will report in the middle of the night. But to get an idea of the excitement, again, just tune into CNBC radio between the hours of 7 and 9:30 and after 4 o'clock in the afternoon for the next couple weeks, and you'll get an idea. And if you are able to pull up whatever platform you're using to have stock charts, you can pull up that particular stock and take a look at that. Or you could just use Google and Google a stock chart for any particular stock that they might be speaking about at the time. If you're new to trading and you see one of your stocks jump 20 or 30%, it'll certainly get your blood pumping and you'll be super excited. But on the obverse, if you see that you lose 15 or 20% of the value of a stock, it can be quite maddening and frustrating and actually make you angry. And if you get angry pretty easily, then trading stocks is not going to be for you. You have to be pretty level-headed. or at least able to curb your anger. Because if you can't curb that, then you're going to want to revenge trade, and you might put more money than you should be putting into the stock market to try to make your money back. And you do not ever want to do that. If you do decide to do some revenge trading, you won't do it for too many times before you realize that is a bad strategy. Experienced and expert traders, they do not revenge trade. They just take the loss, and then they look for another trade to make that they believe is going to go the direction that we want, which is up. Unless they're shorting, then they want it to go down. But I don't short. I don't plan on shorting, so I will not be teaching you how to short any stocks. The safest strategy for me at this point, and definitely for you, is to just purchase longs, and we'll hold these stocks a day or a few days or a week or more. If you want to know which stocks are coming up for the earnings tomorrow or the following day or the following weeks, you can use a website. I use earningswhispers.com. It's a pretty straightforward, easy website to follow. They give you a calendar, the earnings calendars, and if you take a look at that and watch or listen to CNBC, then you certainly will get an idea of how every earnings seasons goes with every quarter. A lot of traders, they won't trade on earnings season. They won't trade the day that a specific stock is actually being reported for that day. It's just too risky. Nobody knows what a stock is going to do. The experts don't know. You're not going to know. I don't know. I've only been doing this for 2 years, but I've seen stocks that had amazing earnings reports and amazing forecasts, and they just dropped 20 or 30% immediately, and then even continue down for the next couple days. And that's because you don't know what the institutions are going to do with their trades on any given day. If you get a few institutions that decide, whether together or independently, they just happen to be making trades on any particular stock the same direction, that will move the market. Some people will call that market manipulation. Maybe it is. I don't see it. I try to work with whichever way the stock is moving. I don't count it as market manipulation, because if you listen to the news and anybody who talks about the stock, just by way of talking to it on any news network, whether it's CNBC, ABC, CBS, or Jim Cramer, or a bunch of people on Reddit, that can move a stock in any particular direction. So the best thing that we could do is try to take in all the news, digest it the best we can, and make the best decision we can. But I've tried to take the human factor out of it. I have indicators that I set up, and when those indicators are triggered, doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. Doesn't matter if there is market manipulation. I just buy and sell when my triggers indicate which side of the trade to take. So if you choose to copy me, then you're taking advantage of my level-headedness and my indicators, and we'll all be making money. All right, so XLY, this is an ETF for the communication services sector. And that was our last sell. That's our last sell. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at Path to see if that's sold yet. That didn't sell when we actually placed our order, so hopefully it sells by the time we finish making all of our purchases. All right, so if you like this video, if you could please subscribe, and also share this video with anything that you might, with anybody who you think might benefit from my video. Okay, so unlike last week when everything was going up, there were a lot of stocks to buy. Since we have apparently a lot of people are taking profits from the last several weeks of gains in the overall market, there are not that many stocks to buy today. We have 16 stocks that reached our triggers, so we'll go ahead and make these purchases. We have a couple stocks that were triggered today that are doing well and have they've hit a breakout. A breakout is it's when the price of a stock moves past a specific resistance or a specific support area that had been keeping the stock within a specific range. Those two stocks are gold and NVIDIA. So over the next several weeks, hopefully this little run might last that long, and we'll see some pretty huge gains out of the gold and NVIDIA. If you are starting as a trader, and whichever However you're trading, whether you're experienced or you're using paying for full price for the share using fractional shares, you might want to just keep the amount that you purchase low, but you at least would want to get in on gold and Nvidia now. Just don't get in with all your money. To be reasonable. Don't try to jump on a train that no one can determine how long that train's going to be rolling. When I started the strategy, I actually bought Nvidia and a few other stocks that were very high, Chipotle Mexican Grill, and shortly after, days, even only a week or two, they decided to take a downturn. I didn't sell, and significant portion of my portfolio went down because I bought quite a bit and I was overweight. But at least Nvidia's come back. Chipotle Mexican Grill is trying to come back, and hopefully they will, and I'll be able to sell that at a profit. So take that warning and do not put a great deal of your money into a stock that is exciting and is moving, because you don't know how long it's going to move. So last Friday's video was my best response that I've had. We had 45 views on that video. We also have several questions from several people. They're asking the same question. They are asking, how do they get started as a trader? So for the rest of the week, I will have a conversation explaining how you can open an account. I'll give examples of some brokerage accounts, how you can fund it, how you set it up, how you set your account up. They basically would be the basics would be all the same. You would set up your account, you would fund the account with however much money you would like to put in. You would link it to a bank account, and then you would link your bank account to Schwab and then transfer funds. And then from there, you just start trading, and you're going to decide whether you're paying full share or you're going to use fractional shares. No matter which way you choose, you're doing the same thing. You're finally in the market, and you're looking forward to improving your wealth. So I look forward to answering those questions and helping you out. So Zoom, this is our last purchase that we'll be making today. Okay, so I'm going to go back and take a look at gold. Gold, just like Path, did not actually trigger to the purchase when we made it. So we'll try to purchase it now. We'll cancel that, go back here and reset that. And if it doesn't go through, then we'll just hit buy market. Market is a little bit more responsive when our trades aren't actually activating. So you'll see it goes through faster. It's just at a different price than the specific price we're asking for. It won't be that different with gold, but it could be with other stocks. It could be $40 or $50 difference from what we're looking for. So Path did sell, so that's good. So I will go ahead and show you our sell list for the day. So here's our sell list. If you want to copy this or record it for whatever purposes you may use, and this is our buy list. Again, you can copy these trades. You saw me make them, so you'd be making them with me. So you'll be making money with me. Some of these trades might go down, and that's fine. So this is the triggered sell. These are all the stocks that were triggered to sell, but I either chose not to sell or I don't have them to sell. And there were no stocks that triggered to buy that we weren't able to purchase. We were able to purchase all of them. All right, so thanks for checking out my video. Thanks for wanting to make money with me. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to help you learn, to help you to become profitable. And I look forward to the rest of this week of trying to answer the questions of how to start as a trader. Because if you choose to follow me, you might have similar returns, such as this. The S&P 500 return in this time frame is 12.81%. So you can see the benefits of buying and selling every day. So join me, and maybe one day we all will be able to make it rain. Just remember that this isn't a short-term goal. This is a long-term goal. We're going to have ups and we're going to have downs. But until then, thank you very much, and I look forward to helping you on the following videos.